Hey, thanks for the great question. I think it's totally valid to be like, what am I supposed to think about when I'm reading? So, the tendency that people have is they will focus a little bit too much on trying to interpret what's going on in the passage. And the problem with that is if we're trying to figure out what we're reading through our own lens, we introduce our biases. So, I really try to teach my students how to analyze a text. One of the best ways that's been helpful for people is the ICE method. So, as you're reading each sentence, you're trying to categorize okay, is this introducing a new topic to me? So, I is for intro. Is it kind of giving me conclusion? So, C is for conclusion, or like a summary statement, or, like a way to kind of like sum things up for me. And then E is for example, elaboration, or evidence. So, is the author kind of like just talking more about a topic that they told me about earlier? So, ICE takes some practicing, and I think for people it works if that's the way they think. And personally, that's the way that I thought. So, I used to teach people that. But I've also modified it in a lot of ways. So, if you don't want to use the acronym I, C, and E, you can also try to focus on okay, where does the author give me a new topic? Where do they give me a new definition? If you read a sentence that comes after, you want to ask yourself, is this going to build off of what I just read, or is it going to be a new topic? And sometimes you read things and you think, oh, this sounds a lot like something I read earlier. Is this a summary or is this an impact kind of like statement that's telling me why the things I read are important? So as you're reading, it's really helpful to think about what could come next and then try to assign categories as you're reading. But I think another thing that might help you more is chunking, because if you're having a hard time figuring out what to do when you're reading, and maybe analysis is like kind of a step above something that you haven't tried before, or maybe it's really new, chunking is a very helpful way to break down sentences to figure out what the topic is and what the subject is. So I can't really explain it fully on TikTok because I need to show you a passage, but my YouTube channel has like two videos that will help, the chunking video and the ice video. So yeah, those have been really helpful for people, and I have like a passage walkthrough, so you can check that out. So this is the channel, and this one has chunking method and kind of like ice, but if you want them separately, I have the ice method, and then I have the chunking method right there, my bad. So these two videos will be the most helpful for you.